You can access the entire episode now on our website, forbiddenknowledge.news, Rokfin, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. The underlying theme of all of this is a eternal battle between these forces that lie beyond our perception, whether you want to say they're extraterrestrial or interdimensional, and this is all coming to a head during this time right now. And what we're seeing in the news and media about extraterrestrials and aliens, we're having increasingly what you would consider quote-unquote supernatural events being reported in the mainstream media, mostly surrounding the UFO phenomena. These big shows on the History Channel that are showing UFOs left and right, attempting to have these scientific experiments, shows like Skinwalker Ranch, and it is all implanting in the consciousness of the people that, yes, we could be dealing with off-planet intelligences. There are many that believe that this is another psychological operation, that there will be some sort of staged alien event that is going to attempt to change the consciousness of the people. But based off of what you're saying, it could be that they are getting ahead of some real event that could be in the future. What do you think about that?
They're planning for a real event that's ahead in the future, yes, and I don't see why we need a false flag alien event when there's real aliens. Mm-hmm. Here's the situation, and this goes back. I remember when I was 13 years old, I was watching the public broadcasting station, and they had this goes back to my love of science, and I was understanding genetic engineering, and this was, 1969. I was watching a convention of genetic engineers and other biologists and scientists, and they were trying to draw the line, come to some sort of agreement where genetic engineering ends, so this way they can't start playing God. And no agreement was ever reached, ever. We've had, a ban on using human fetus stem cells, but no ban was ever put on genetic engineering. So, we don't know what alien army they genetically engineered. Look at Star Wars. And I'm, may the Force be with all of us. May Father Yahweh be with all of us if we're going to get through this. Yeah. But right now, we are not the rebels, okay? And we're not the Empire. What we are, is basically a planet. We're basically the Ewoks here, and our planet has been captured, and we have to, do what we can in order to survive this mess. But that might be a little oversimplification. But what the reality is that I'm going to say 90%, maybe not all, and there's a reason for this. It's actually a biblical reason. About 90% of the, quote, aliens that we have, I don't give a darn where they come from, where they say they come from, because they're going to lie to us. You think they're going to tell us the truth? No, they're going to lie to us. It's like, the Twilight Zone movie where the aliens make contact and they give humans a book, and it's all in alien writing. They meet with the United Nations. We're going to show you our planet. We're going to conduct tours to our planets. And so the scientist decides, well, I'm going to go investigate this. And the woman runs up. Don't get on that ship. Don't get on that ship. The book. It's a cookbook. Yeah. Spirit cooking anybody?
Yeah.
It's a cookbook. So, I read a statistic earlier today. 89% of what was portrayed on The Simpsons over the years was actually happened. Yeah. Man, you want to talk about predictive programming? Interestingly enough, Matt Groening, the writer, or the writer, producer, the creator of The Simpsons, worked for the CIA for 30 years. Coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not. So yeah, it's all part of a deception. And even when we go back to Ephesians, the 6th chapter, in the 11th verse, when it talks about putting on it's actually several verses within there, but putting on the complete suit of armor, who does it say we have a fight against?